What kind of woman would willingly walk to her death every single year, knowing she would be reborn only to do it again forever? Her name was Leora. The kingdom of Valoria was blessed with perfect harvests, healing springs, and peace for centuries, but it came at a terrible price. Every year on the longest night, the kingdom had to offer one young woman as a bride to the ancient mountain god who slept beneath the earth. If the offering was not made, the ground would shake, rivers would run dry, and famine would devour the land. For generations, families drew lots. Girls trembled when their name was called. But one year, when the lot fell on a terrified 16-year-old girl, Leora, the kind-hearted daughter of a simple healer, stepped forward and said, "Take me instead." The priests were shocked. The king tried to stop her, but Leora walked calmly to the sacred altar at the mouth of the mountain cave, dressed in white and crowned with flowers. As the ground opened and the mountain god's shadowy form rose to claim her, she looked back at her people one last time and smiled. She was never seen again. The next year, when the lot was drawn again, the kingdom prepared for mourning, until Leora walked out of the forest, alive, untouched, and radiant. She offered herself once more. Year after year she did this. No one understood how she survived. Some called her blessed, others called her cursed. Only Leora knew the truth. The mountain god had fallen in love with her courage and kindness. Instead of consuming her, he made a pact. She would return to her people every year, but she could never marry, never have children, and never speak of what happened inside the mountain. In exchange, her sacrifice kept the kingdom eternally prosperous. Decades passed. Leora watched her friends grow old and die. She watched children she once played with become grandparents. Yet she remained young, carrying the weight of the kingdom's prosperity on her shoulders alone. On the night of her 50th sacrifice, as she stood at the altar once again, the mountain god appeared and offered her freedom. "You have given enough," he said gently. "Release yourself from this burden." Leora looked down at her thriving kingdom, the laughing children, the golden fields, the peaceful homes, and shook her head. "Some loves are not meant to end," she whispered. "As long as they need me, I will return." She stepped into the darkness one final time. To this day, on the longest night of the year, the people of Valoria leave flowers at the mountain's mouth and whisper thanks to the eternal bride, the woman who gave up her life again and again so they could keep theirs. The legend of the eternal bride is one of the most quietly powerful stories ever whispered. True sacrifice isn't a one-time act. Sometimes it's a choice you make forever. If this story moved you, drop a comment and tell me, would you give up your future to protect your people forever?